So guys, I saw a pretty cool idea floating around the internet, and that was to take plastic bottles and cut them out and use them for spoons, bowls, and funnels, which is a really cool idea, except the spoons that I saw being made looked very, very weak. So I thought today we would try the idea, see what modifications we can make, and share those ideas with you. Now, I don't usually drink soda, but when I do, I drink root beer. But it's not really gonna matter which bottle you use, as long as it's got these little knobby things on the end. You can see there are 5 little knobby crowns on the bottom, and the Coke bottle and the standard soda bottle are a little bit different, but that's not gonna make much of a difference by the time we're done with it. Now, there are a couple of different ways that you could approach this. If you want to make a spoon, you're gonna have to use the entire length of the bottle, including one of these knobby things, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But instead, let's start off with something simple. Let's start off by making a bowl. Now check this out. If you look really closely near the bottom here, you can actually see there's already a line drawn for you. So if you take something like a knife or a pair of scissors and just cut along that line, it instantly transforms your soda bottle into a nice makeshift bowl. Let's move on to making the spoons next. These little nubs at the bottom of the soda bottle are gonna make the actual spoon. The rest of it's gonna form the handle, and this is how it's gonna work. This is a spoon I made from a previous bottle, and I'm just using it as a guide here. So it all starts by sketching out a spoon pattern on the bottle. You don't wanna go all the way to the bottom, you wanna cut it about halfway up, and just make it look as close to a spoon shape as you can, and then go ahead and cut it out with a pair of scissors. When you've got all of your spoons drawn, go ahead and cut the top of the bottle off, and you can reuse this as a funnel, so it's not actually garbage. It can be useful. You can use this for filling your car up with gasoline, transferring water back into a tank. It's even got a screw on and screw off lid, so if you need to, you can hold material in here until you need to let it out. Now that we've got the top cut off, we can very easily access our stencil lines here. So let's go ahead and cut them out one by one. We ended up with 5 different spoons that look pretty cool. They're still a little bit rough, so you might just want to go around and clean up the edges one more time with a pair of scissors, and they will get you by in a pinch. However, there is a problem with them. Now, these spoons do look pretty cool, and it's a great idea. However, they're extremely flimsy. Guys, you can't pick anything up with this spoon. You put it in your cereal, and it's just gonna flop over, and you can't pick anything up. But there is a simple little trick you can do to actually make it quite versatile and quite functional. Put your finger right into the center of the handle and press upward until the 2 sides touch, and continue creasing it all the way down to the spoon part. What's gonna happen is this will add a lot of rigidity and a lot of strength. Now, I rounded this end of my handle as well just for decoration. I think it looks cool. It ends up looking rather decorative. Just by making that very simple fold right down the middle, it's added quite a bit of tensile strength, and you can see if I hold it now, it doesn't move anywhere. So considering this is just a little plastic spoon hacked out of a bottle, I think it's gonna do the job quite well. So just like that, we've turned a couple of soda bottles into a really cool little bowl and 5 makeshift spoons that look really awesome and actually work really well as well. Now, you could use these for cereal, you could use them for oatmeal, you could use them for pretty much anything, even mashed potatoes. They're very robust, very durable, and the cool thing is they don't cost anything. There are actually a ton of uses for plastic bottles. I've seen a lot of ideas floating out there. This is the one that I wanted to try. Another one that I thought was cool is just taking your water bottle, cutting out a few sections and folding the top over the bottom, and just like that, you have yourself a little makeshift camp mug. So we got our bowls, our spoons, and our mugs. What else do you need? So thanks so much for joining me for this experiment, guys. I've enjoyed hanging out with you, and I'll be looking for you in the next video. Talk to you then. That might be the thumbnail right there. That looks wicked awesome.